What's going on, guys? Aendam here, and I'm playing some this new game called Realm Zero. It's not on Steam or anything. I believe it's still in early access. And I was asked by one of my subscribers who's friends with the developer, so I figured I'd play it. And I have. You see my one character there, and it's been quite fun. So we're gonna create a new one. Now, as you can see, it's pretty in depth for being in like pre-alpha or alpha. You can change everything. Height, you can make the neck huger, not so huge. You can change everything. Clothing. I mean, you can make yourself look buff. Alrighty? Yeah. Look how ripped I look. You got body, belly size. That's awesome. Waist size. Let's go with that. I look pretty yoked right now. You can change the facial features. You can make yourself bald. You can put beards on. You can do, you know, anything you really want. Change the hair color. All kinds of stuff. It's really awesome. So we're gonna go with this guy who's all yoked out. And it starts you off with armor just because it's early access and that's what they do now. So we're gonna go play. Hop in here really quick. And this is like a medieval MMO where you can craft and build and gather and do all that, kind of like Life is Feudal. One of the best parts about this game is they have a tutorial. You don't know how many Steam games I've played who have no tutorial or anything. You go through it, and it basically gives you all the settings. Here are the configuration settings, which you can actually change, which is above a lot of Steam early access releases, which is amazing. You have graphics settings. You have, you know, it's really awesome. So I'm pretty happy with it, and we're just gonna hit save. Ooh, that looked blacked out. Next, it tells you how to move, WASD, how to do first person, how to do non-first person, all that good stuff. It goes through the emotes, goes through the inventory, goes how you drag and drop, goes through your spell line, which is awesome, and this arrow points to everything. It goes through how you interact with things, and then you finish, and the way, it's kind of like Life is Feudal controls. But it's quite awesome. You see I look pretty epic right now. But you can change the view by hitting F1. You see I have the shadow on the ground. Go back out. To tab, you can, you know, do stuff with your inventory, tab back in, and there you go. Now you're back into running mode. X is to run. It's an on and off switch, so you don't have to hold it down. Not run. Run. When you go up here, you have all your settings. This is all your armor and stuff like that. This is your spell line. There actually are spells in the game. You have your skills here. Then you have your spells. I just have a heal and a fireball, which I'll show you guys right now. So you go back into this mode here, and you cast. Come on, why aren't you casting? It takes, or I don't have it equipped, do I? Hold on. You have to pull out your staff. Hold on. What? Why aren't you working? Let me check this out. Nope. Nope. Strafe move. Blah blah. Combat. Attack. Action is E. Psycho weapons is Q. Okay, you press R. That's what it was. Then you hit it. Boom. Press 1. And the middle part just selects what spell you're using. It's not like you can spam 1. You have to use your left mouse button. So, here we go. Ooh, it's going far. We'll do something close. That's pretty awesome. And the way you unlock spells is you basically have to, it's like an MMO. You have to, you know, grind your way out of levels and all that stuff. So when you go here, it'll show you, where is it? how to unlock. You have to unlock them, which you can unlock, but you don't have to. And it tells you what you get from unlocking them. I don't think this is fully done yet. I think you can just unlock anything, to be honest with you. But you have, all your skills, your blacksmithing, and it tells you, basically you have to use it to gain levels on it. So when you go to general, or you go skills, spells, this will tell you what you have in terms of what you've gained so far. So it's actually pretty amazing that it has this in. I mean, 7 Days to Die doesn't even have this, so it's pretty crazy. So let's go run around and look at the world really quickly. Let's run. Actually, let's equip our axe. Equip. Equip. There we go. And if you hear someone drinking in the bathroom, that is my dog. He's being very loud, but it's okay. So, let's go over here and get some wood. The way you get wood in objects is you interact, which is E, and then you just hit chop. Now the crazy thing is you can literally sit here, I'm not pressing anything on the keyboard, and it'll just chop down and it'll gather wood. And it'll tell you in the left corner in your chat, you failed to receive any resources, but your lumberjack skill has increased. And basically, you can just sit here and see how I have one log piece popped in my inventory. And you can just sit here and just let it do it, and you're up to 0.21 now in lumberjacking. And that's how you raise your skill, to make better things, to get better at doing all that stuff. Is it's kind of like Life is Feudal a little bit, in all honesty with the skills, but it seems like it's way faster and it's much better. Now I haven't had a ton of time to jump into this game, in terms of start crafting stuff and all that. I know I have a basic knowledge, but I will be over the next couple of days. I plan to do quite a few videos on this, to be honest with you. And it's looking really good. Now, one of the main things is this is on GoFundMe.com. Alright, so it's one gentleman who's working on this, or one or two, maybe more. And it's on GoFundMe, and I would recommend you guys go check it out. I'm going to have a link below. I will personally be backing this game because I think it has a lot of potential. But as always, it is early access, crowdfunding. There are risks no matter what company's doing it. But I figured I'd mention that because they are trying to get funded. And to be honest, they need a very little amount compared to some of the other games I backed. I think they need $8,000 or something just for the server costs. And when you're done cutting, it'll fall down. Boom. And it rolls. Holy crap, that's rolling fast. Boom. But yeah, so for $8,000 is one thing, that's really nothing. You know what I mean? In retrospect, I mean, Camel Unchained needed $2.5 million to be funded. So I would highly suggest that you guys go and back it. I'm not being paid for this, nothing like that. But I would just go check it out at least. This is the zone wall. This map is pretty big, but it is not as big as it's supposed to be from what I understand. So you will hit zone walls for the time being. Let's see if I need to find like a cliff so I can farm some stone. So I can find one. It looks stunning. It looks stunning. It runs smooth, man. For being so early, it's like I said, it's up there with some of the Steam releases I've seen. In all honesty, like it's pretty up there in my opinion. I mean, you could strafe. Oh, there it is. All the controls are very fluid. They have emotes. All that good stuff. It looks like a really fun game. I will have more information in the next couple days in terms of crafting and things like that. But so far, I mean, just the feel of it feels really great. And I have a basic understanding of crafting. So you go here, E, mine. Now, they haven't implemented everything in here, guys. That's one thing to note. Mine. There we go. So there will be a lot more things to come. This is very early. So, I mean, there's not always going to be this... Oh, sorry. The mic. This huge rock face here to mine. sometimes you're going to have to go and dig a hole and things like that. But since this is so early, this is what they've done so far, at least that I know. I don't know of any other way to mine besides this. And as you can see, again, my skill is going up. And what more link that'll have to do with is, as I get deeper into mining, I'll find precious gems or materials or special ore or something like that. That can be used to craft higher gear or whatever, you know. Alright. That should be enough to show you guys what I'm doing. Alright. So, now these little huts here are like little crafting stations. Okay? So, we come in here. This is the sawmill. Alright, we come in here. This is the blacksmithing. Now, again, it's very basic. Remember, it's like, it's almost, I would say, pre-alpha, even though it does say alpha. This is probably where you see little merchants, things like that. This is the chest. That's a bank, your bank, basically. And you tab out. And, just a little fire pit. So, again, this is very early, guys, so please keep that in mind when you're watching that. I mean, obviously, you know, this looks a little bit weird. But, again, they're going to fix everything. And it does look very, very stunning for being this early. And it has a lot of good stuff implemented, you know, which a lot of other games don't. But it looks really good. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Alright, so let me go show you guys a basic amount of crafting. You can build structures and houses, and I will get into that in the coming videos. But I have to put time in, so I literally have to level up some of the skills before I can even do that. So I'm going to show you guys how we level up blacksmith. So you come in here, and you can right click on your item, and you hit smelt. And it's going to smelt. Oh, you must, so I'm not by it close enough. You have to be closer to it. Smelt. There we go. So 8 iron ore gave me 1 ingot. And this can be used to craft things. And, hold on. Refine. I have to be near, whatchamacallit. Alright, so let's refine. And then you should be able to refine again. No, yeah. Why won't it refine anymore? There we go. I can't refine because it's only 2. And then you can go back in here, and again you can go to the blacksmithing house. Come up here. Let's see if we can make anything. No, I think I need more. I think I need more of everything, which is fine. I will in the coming days be getting more of everything and kind of showing you guys the basics of the crafting, mining, and all that good stuff. This is just the first look to kind of get you guys into it, to kind of introduce you to the project, and it's a great one. I'm pretty excited about it, and you guys should be too. It looks like goldenrod tea. I mean, it has the wind effects, it has some sound effects. Obviously, it doesn't have music yet, but it has some sound. You know, your footsteps change when you go on different terrain. You know, the wind looks really stunning in some of these pictures. I mean, look at that. It looks pretty amazing. And again, the map ends. This is probably the size of a Rust map, in all honesty, if you go corner to corner. Obviously, this map is not going to be infinite. This is, again, a pre-alpha build. So it's going to be a little bit limited. But for as limited as it is, it looks awesome. Oh, there's a little glitch. A couple issues I have with the game. I don't like that my character stands so far beside. I don't like that I can't go back all the way. And I don't like that I can't open and close my inventory. Now, obviously, these are really nitpicky things, okay? And I'm sure they will be fixed. I'm just letting you guys know what I have disliked from the game so far. And I've only sunk about 2-3 hours into it. Nothing too crazy, but I don't like my inventory being cluttered, and I don't like my being so close to my character when playing an MMO. I like to go all the way out. But again, like I said, I think this will be fixed. I'm assuming, you know, so I'm not gonna gripe about it too much. But it's just something that I have noticed that kind of bothers me a little bit. Everything else, though, like the armor, even this basic armor texture looks really awesome. The place looks awesome. Hopefully they do it right. Obviously, this is the only little town. And what I mean by that is I don't want to sink 700 hours into a game like Life is Feudal. Like, I love Life is Feudal. I really want to keep playing it, but it takes so much stuff to do, and it's almost overly complicated, in my opinion, that it just really bugs me out when I want to play it. But this game, hopefully, will keep it a little more simplified, not as grindy, and I think they will do good. They just have to add other features besides the grind, and I think they will do just fine. Now, one thing to note, when leveling up your blacksmith, let's say if you do back this project and you will get alpha access or pre-alpha access, like what I'm doing here, you can only make axes and pickaxes to gain skill. After that, you can make more stuff. But when you start off, you're going to have to make a ton of pickaxes and axes, okay? So just be aware in that. I've seen it where it was just full of bags over here because everyone was just doing those two things and to conserve room in their inventory, which hopefully will get bigger. Hopefully you can get bags to make it bigger. But that's the thing. The other thing I really like is their spell mechanic looks awesome already. So, I mean, check this out. I showed you guys a little bit earlier, but let's go over here. And let's cast this. Oh, you gotta draw it, and then cast it. Boom. It has a sound effect. It looks awesome. Now, you only have these two for now, but I'm sure, again, they're gonna bring more in. It even leaves a little flame on the ground, which I think is awesome. And you aim just like an FPS shooter type of deal. So it's looking really good. I don't know if they have a day and night cycle. I haven't really gotten that far yet. But I know that it's awesome. I can shoot fireballs at whoever I want. And they do have multiplayer support already, guys, from what I understand. Look at that lighting on that thing. They also have... What else do they have? Multiplayer support, and I believe they're adding PvP. If I'm not, or it might have it. I'm not really sure. I forgot to look. I know they have multiplayer, and I'm assuming they have PvP. Oh, I forgot to show you guys one thing. Plants. You can plant trees and stuff. Now you'll notice that it's green there. You may not plant trees in this zone. Okay, hold on. Let's go over here. I think it's because the starting zone, they don't want it to like get super laggy or anything like that. So you right click on the tree, and see how it's green right here? Oh, they're not. You can't plant a tree in this location, but it's green. Hold on, let's see if we can find a location. They may have just disabled it, because they don't want people planting trees and bushes all over the place. But we'll see. And I do have a health, stamina, and mana bar, if you see at the top there. Can we plant this here? No. I thought you could. Let's see. Can I plant this? No. Not letting me plant the trees for whatever reason. They may have disabled it, or I could be doing something wrong. It's very easy. Either way. Walk. Done. So it's a small little town for right now, but again, it will get bigger. They have a lot more things that I'm just showing you than I'm showing you right now. There is a crafting system in place. There is a building system in place that has structural integrity, which is awesome. I always love when structural integrity is relevant because, or not relevant, but used, because you can't just make these crazy floating water buildings or anything like that, and I think that's a really good feature. Has a mini map, which is awesome. You can't zoom in or out yet, but I'm sure again they'll add that feature. So this is basically a first look, guys. Now, if you really like what you saw and you want to back the project, go to GoFundMe.com. And they have more information about the game. They have as well, developer posts on YouTube. He posts on, the site a ton. They do have a website, realmzero.com. It's going to be an awesome game, I think, when it's finished. It's super early right now. So I wouldn't expect to, just be able to buy it and play. It's going to be a crowdfunded thing, but you will be included in the process. Now, I don't remember what the tiers quite were for alpha access, but if you do get alpha access, it does have enough to play. It almost has as much as Stranded Deep, and Stranded Deep is released on Steam. So if that gives you a kind of perspective of what there is to do, and yeah. So if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Also, make sure to comment, guys, on your feelings about this game. Let me know if you guys have heard of it, and anything other questions you have. I will be doing more series on this, or more episodes in this series, so stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.